Hi, my name is Gloria Rabinowitz, and I'm going to be describing a beginning lesson that I give to high school students in Drawing 1. One of the first things that I do is show them the various materials that are used in drawing, a variety of pencils that are both hard and soft, the F's and the H's being hard, and the B's being softer and also darker. They don't really get this concept until they actually try it. So one of the things that I do is to give all my students a piece of paper where they can then divide the sheet in different sections, about 6 sections, and they begin by writing in the first section 2H, HB, B, 2B, 4B, and 6B. I ask them to take these pencils and with each pencil to draw the lightest line that they can with each of them, and then gradually in about 10 steps get to the darkest one. And they find, very surprisingly, that pencils have different hardnesses and softnesses, darknesses and lightnesses, thicknesses and thinnesses. The H's being and the F's being the hardest and lighter when you really press down, and the 6B getting darker and also softer. And you can just see the difference in the lines. I explain to them the different materials that can be used. We don't use it right in the above assignment, which I just mentioned to you, but there are blenders. There are different kinds of erasers that can be used. You can use a pink pearl eraser. You can also use a kneaded eraser, which is pliable and soft. You can make shapes from that kneaded eraser, which is the gray one below the pink one. And blenders are used to blend shapes. They get dirty towards the end, and I explain to them that in order to clean it, you use a sandpaper block, which you see above. After they do the assignment of getting used to the variety of lines that can be had, we go on to the next project, which is a value scale. I explain that a value scale is similar to a musical value scale, only it's done in tone. In the auditory world, it's done with sound, but in the visual world, a value scale is a difference in tone. So this value scale and this handout was made by me in Adobe Illustrator, and you will see on the left there are various tones going from white to black, and they should be as gradual as they can be. And students are to do a blended value scale in pencil on the first vertical column, and on the second vertical column they are to do cross-hatching with a Sharpie pen or a ballpoint pen. The goal is to match the column on the left and to make the steps as equal as they can. When they're finished with that and they have a feeling of how pencils are blended, I then explain to them the concept of volume, light and dark, and it's illustrated by a 3-dimensional sphere on the right of the columns. So they are then supposed to take a pencil of their choice, and I recommend the 2B, 4B, and 6B to do that, and I try to encourage my students not to depend on blenders so much, but to really depend on their hand pressing and softening so they can learn the skill of just using your hand. I will then now go to a couple of student examples of the cross-hatching, getting a little bit closer, and you can see the cross-hatching concept goes from how close or how far away the lines are in the darkness and the lightness. So these are some student examples of works And this is a beginning lesson in drawing, introducing materials, introducing the variety of pencils, how different pencils, H's, F's, B's, 2B's, 4B's, 6B's, have different hardnesses and softnesses. And as I mentioned, we go to the value scale, both in blending and in crosshatching, and then they go on to do their three-dimensional sphere. This is Gloria Rabinowitz from NewYorkArtist.net. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you soon.